Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? I've received so many comments. I'm really pleased because I wanted to do a video previewing and covering the Women's Euro. Particularly, of course, as I've mentioned a million times. Yes, Wales are in their first ever women's tournament. So I am super excited, but also it seems that many of you are as well. Now I'm not expecting this video to do super well compared to some of my others, because some of you are clearly, it's a bit of a niche in the audience that I've got. But I know that many other channels, not just ASMR channels, but football channels in general, don't tend to cover women's football, and so I do have an interest in it, and I will cover it on this channel. Even if it means I don't get as many views on the videos, it's not important. And I am way more into the women's internationals, as I'm into more internationals with the men's as well, as I've mentioned in previous videos. So I'm more than happy to cover the Women's Euro this summer, as I have covered the World Cup 2 years ago. Okay, shall we take a look at the groups? And I'll give you just a short video this time, just previewing what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a couple of predictions in this video, and I'll give you my opinion, so I hope that you'll share your opinion in the comment section below. This is an ASMR video, so I am going to talk calmly and quietly throughout. And I hope that you will enjoy the video and find it relaxing. Okay. So the Women's Euro is still made up of only 4 groups of 4, 8, 12, 16 teams, the way that the men's used to be, which means it is super competitive still. I remember the Euros for the men. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the slightly larger tournament for the men's because it does mean that Wales has a better chance of qualifying. But it used to be harder than the World Cup to win. And you'd have groups of like Germany, England, Spain and Italy. And that's the way the women's tournament still is. So each of these groups is very difficult. So Finland in Group A are with Iceland, Norway and Switzerland. I do find it really interesting how the women's national teams don't always align, like the best ones, don't always align with the men's teams. So the Nordic countries are often amongst the best nations in the world in the women's game. So I always find that super interesting, and teams like, for example, Italy to an extent is not quite as good as the men's team, and Portugal and maybe France are getting there actually, but there is some disparity with the women's teams and the men's teams, except for Spain. We'll come to them in a bit. Okay, so Finland, Iceland, Norway and Switzerland. If they were a men's teams group, you'd be like, who's the seed? But actually that group is really difficult. Norway are an excellent team, Iceland good, Finland decent, Switzerland really good. I would say Norway are going to be the best team in that. What rank are they? They're 15th, actually I thought they were higher. And Iceland is 13th, so they're higher. Finland are 25th. And Switzerland are 23rd. So yeah, I was right. I think Norway are going to qualify, but Iceland will be pushing them. Finland and Switzerland will want to try and get that second spot. It's the least competitive group, I think, in terms of seeds. So there is an opportunity for someone with a slightly lower seed to get through out of Group A, but I think it'll be Norway first and Iceland second. Okay, Group B, yeah, an absolute nightmare group. I think there are maybe 2 nightmare groups. Belgium, Italy, Portugal and Spain. Now Belgium are ranked 20th in the rankings, Italy 14th. Portugal are ranked 22nd, curiously, so nothing like the men's team, but Spain are 2nd in the world. I think USA is still first, despite Spain being world champions. And wow, what a team. I watched them the other day playing England in the Nations League, and they were absolutely tremendous. And then I watched the next day, or 2 days later, I watched the men's team playing France in also the semi-final round of the Nations League, and yeah, they are comparable. Watching Bonmati play football is like, does she realise that she's playing like a different game? It's so amazing. And the other day as well, Pina had an absolutely tremendous game. There were so many superstars playing for the Spain national team that even Paraluelo couldn't get on the pitch. Yeah, or maybe she started, I turned on the second half, so maybe Pina came off the bench and ripped England apart. Sorry, England. It was incredible. They totally dominated central midfield, as you would expect when you have a player the quality of Bonmati in there. But they basically passed England to death, and yeah, for me, they are my absolute, I'm going to say it now, they're my absolute favourites to win this competition. I think after the way that Italy performed against Wales last week, I think Italy will be hoping that they can get out of this group. I think Belgium will probably be going up against them for that honour, and Portugal unfortunately will finish bottom of that very, very difficult draw. Okay, no easier really, but Denmark, Germany, Poland and Sweden are in Group C. Denmark, who I watched recently against Wales, are in 12th. They're good. I don't think they're remarkably better than some of the other teams. Like, what was it? Italy's 14th. I think Italy are better than Denmark. Germany, 3rd in the world. They've got an amazing team. They are, in my mind, in with a shot, an outside chance. Well, not an outside chance, they're 3rd best in the world. They've got a really good chance to win it. Poland, I think, are going to be the unfortunate team in this group, 28th, because Sweden, 6th in the world, and one of my favourite international women's teams. Some of their players, well, many of their players play in England, and are just absolutely tremendous. And then the other group of death, which of course Wales had to go into. I don't know why we couldn't be put in Group A. We'd be so much more confident. So Group D, England, France, the Netherlands, and poor old Wales in their maiden tournament. So England, 4th best in the world, reigning champions of course. France, who are massively improving, 11th best in the world. Actually, they were, like 2 years ago, as high as 2nd. So they are a very, very good team. Haven't won anything yet that I know of, but they're not far away. The Netherlands, who were the previous winners of this competition 2 editions ago, 10th best in the world. They are Wales's first opponents. I'm terrified. They're such a good team. And little old Wales, so what did I say? They were 10th best in the world. And Wales, 31st. Are we the lowest ranked team left in the competition? So Poland is 28. Portugal was 22. Oh my god. And who was it? Finland is 25th. Yeah, Wales are the lowest ranked team in the competition, and we're in a group with England, France and the Netherlands. That is going to hurt. I'm going to be there fully accepting that we might get 3 losses, but it's more to do with like how you lose. I don't want to lose 4-0. Italy battered us in Cardiff the other day. Oh no, sorry, it was actually in Swansea. I was supposed to go, but I couldn't make it the last minute. But Italy beat us 4-1. They scored 4 first half goals. We came out. Jess Fishlock scored an absolute worldie in the second half. Chipped the goalkeeper from halfway inside the Italy's half, and she was not even that far off a line or anything. It was literally like one of the best goals I've ever seen, men or women. And if we can get her fit and keep her wrapped up in cotton wool, then we might be able to get a point. So I'm going to say England top. Oh god, it's so hard. France or Netherlands, whoever of those two misses out, it is going to be a tragedy because they're both amazing. So France, oh, how can you, so on ranking, it's England who are 4th, then France who are 11th, and Netherlands who are 10th. So on ranking it's Netherlands 2nd and France 3rd, but I think France might nick it. But at whose expense? The way that England played the other day, and in the British press there's a lot of negativity towards the England team at the minute. They're not playing that well. They lost to Belgium the other day, although they hammered Portugal, and not the other day, the other month, April, and they lost, of course, away to Spain, where there's no shame. But before the match, I think it was sort of built up as a who is better, the current European champions or the current world champions, and it was like very, look at the stats there, 3 shots to 17. Spain in the second half just went nuts. Claudio Pina, just absolutely brilliant. Sorry about the rain outside if you can hear that. It's so heavy here in Wales today. So yeah, I think my predictions are going to be Germany and Sweden out of that group. I think Denmark were too defensive, just wanted to counter-attack. I think they'll get points against Poland. I think Poland are going to struggle in that group, sorry. But yeah, I think Germany top, Sweden second, England top, France second, Spain top, Italy second, and Norway top, Iceland second. But we'll see. It's actually in Switzerland, so as the home, technically they are the seed, I assume. And that's why they've tended to get that easier group. Maybe they'll get through because of the home team and they'll have home support and whatnot. But I've already stated, I think it's for Spain to lose. I don't think many teams are going to scare them. I think Germany versus Spain in the final might be possible. I can see France going quite far if they can make it out of the group, which is very difficult. Then France, I would imagine, well, actually I think you go straight into the quarterfinals in this, don't you? Yeah, so I was going to say France will make the quarterfinals, but that's pretty obvious because if they get out of the group there's no other way. So I think maybe a semi-final could happen for France. And who else might surprise people? Sweden might get into a semi-final as well. We'll see. Maybe Norway. I think Sweden is slightly better than Norway. Sweden 6th. Yeah, they are definitely. Norway was like 15th. Yeah, Sweden are. And because they've got players playing at a really, really high level as well in the Premier League for Arsenal, quite a lot of them play, don't they? I think they probably have the advantage. So maybe semi-finals or something like Spain, Germany, Sweden, England or France. I don't think England are going to win it this time. I personally think Spain are going to win it. So yeah, that's my preview tournament. Predictions. If you agree with me, then give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you disagree with me, then let me know in a comment who do you think is going to win it. I know a couple of you think that Germany are going to win it, and I'm sure many of you will agree that a safe bet would be on Spain, their current form, with their current squad of players being so amazing. And yeah, do you think that England are going to have a difficult tournament? How do you think Wales are going to do? Are they going to be battered by everyone 3 and 4-0? Obviously we're just pleased to be here, but if we can get a draw against someone, yeah, if we can get a draw against one of the teams, I would be absolutely ecstatic. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Give the video a like, stay with me, come back when I do videos covering the matches. I won't do one like every match round. I'll probably do one at the end of the group stage, and then quarters, semis, and final. But I hope you enjoy women's football this summer, and I will be doing more videos throughout the summer on the women's game, so tune in for that. Thanks everyone, and see you again very soon. Bye 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 bye.